Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and we are here today to talk about the final film in the trilogy, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the introduction of Henry Jones Sr., played by Sean Connery. If you haven't checked this out, go check it out. It's a brilliant film, the sequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark, as second one is a prequel to the first one, if you did not know. So go check it out. It's all on Now TV or Sky, whichever one you have. Spoilers ahead, of course. Subscribe, like, and let me know down below your thoughts. And be sure to be waiting on the fourth one that drops next week, and then the fifth one when it eventually hits cinemas. Stay tuned and enjoy. So Indiana Jones and I don't know. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I was about to say Raiders and the Lost Ark for some reason. Is the sequel? The Nazis are in it. He has to go to Venice, Italy being the main place where he starts off with to find the shield and the tomb. I mean, it's a very good flow, and the look of the film is brilliant, and it fits the vibe. The reason why these films are so well put together, and the fact that they've lasted this long, 30 plus years, um, is because the scenery, the shots, the direction, the writing, it all works of the religious aspects to try to get across. The old libraries, it's just really cool. I love the Nazi scenes, how they they depict him in such an accurate way to what we saw in real life. And how the costumes, the banners. um I mean, I think one of the things they did in it, that one of the Nazi scenes, I can't remember. I think it's Christopher. Well, they burned the night would burn the books basically. It was out of sync and out of order of the real life events, I believe, because I believe this took place during the war. I could be entirely wrong, but this was at 38, the film, and the war did not begin until 39. And his hate towards Jews and the rest of the groups he targeted during the war, I think that was in the early like 39, 40, but it might have been pre-war. I could be entirely wrong, but as accuracy goes, the film is brilliant for the most part. There was a scene where Hitler interacts with Indiana Jones, and it was pure brilliance. You know, Hitler's just walking down, it's the signing and the burning of the books, and Indy just looks at him and goes, sort of hands him the book, and he just gets Hitler's signature. I thought it was just a little funny humor thing, and that's what I love about these films. It's historic accuracy, but it also has all the fictional story into it, all the Indiana Jones archaeological side of things. The fact that the Nazis were doing other things during Hitler's reign, they were after artifacts to long live their life, like the first one. They wanted the cup of Jesus, the Holy Grail, that would give them immortality, long-lasting life. It was a brilliant book, a brilliant film with great sequences and action scenes. The scene with the tank, with the fighting on it, and then you think one of them's going to get ran over and then fall off, and then you think Indy's dead at one point. The scene where they're in the bike and then the saddle thing next to it, where they can both fit in and they get chased. Every scene was just pure brilliance and comical time between Connery and Ford. Connery's just like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I seeing? You're shooting people, you're running people over, you're doing this and that. And Connery's timing just works so well. I'll always stand by this. This is an absolutely fantastic, phenomenal film, but it will always be the first, second, third in that order. The first one is just so iconic and brilliant and such a great introduction to Ford. Second one being a brilliant film simply because of how well acted Short Round is for his age and the fact it was his first ever acting credit. But when you go into this, you get even better, even more. That's why it's such an iconic trilogy. You get incredible horseback riding scenes, you get incredible fight scenes, you get incredible acting from Connery and Ford and the relationship and all the different countries and cities they visit. Visiting Alexandria and Jordan, I believe, which is one of the wonders of the world, which was such a brilliant scene. You got to see the origin of young Indy in like a Western place, where he gets his hat, where he discovers his arts views in the whip against the lion. it was pure brilliance. As I said, going to Venice and then seeing the gondolas in the water and seeing how, you know, how it looked back in the day. And then, as I said, the library and the exploration, the portrayal of Elsa. Everything about this film just resonated. Nostalgia, brilliance, the soundtrack, awesome. Lucas, Spielberg, they built one of the greatest trilogies in history. And I do want to say this, if you haven't checked the fourth one out, do check it out, because Ford and Shia LaBeouf do a brilliant job. You know, put some credit on it. Don't be following the crowd just because this and that and blah. It's a brilliant film, and I will be reviewing that next weekend. But this is a fantastic film. It's going to get a perfect 10 out of 10 from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and all the best. Goodbye.